back now, 8 o'clock on this Friday morning, 25th morning of March of '94. And ahead in our second hour, the Gadget Guru is going to be here talking about the resurgence of the hog. Says demand is so great that Harley Davidson can't keep it up. We're back in a moment. More ahead after this. We're going to talk about Harley Davidson when we come back after a station break. Sorry.
On a much lighter note, Gadget Guru Andy Pargh will be here with a couple of Harley Davidsons.
Yeah, Andy just bought a new Harley.
Yeah. Did he?
Why can't I see him riding his Harley with Wolfie on the handlebars? I don't get it. I mean,
it's like a weenie on a hog.
Oh, let's, assuming Andy will still be with us later, let's proceed to the news desk and Sarah James.
We'll leave it right there.
Don't get any ideas. You're kind of in your glory here, aren't you? So is Andy Parr. He's going to be talking about these things when we come back in just a little bit. And somewhere back down there yonder is Sarah McLaughlin. She's going to sing a song for us in this getaway morning after a station break.
And speaking of success, Bryant, one of the great success stories in American business is Harley Davidson's return from the brink of extinction. It almost went under in 1985. Now it can't keep up with the new orders. Gadget Guru Andy Parr is here this morning to show us what people are buying and why.
Okay, let's proceed to the news desk one more time. Let's check out the Gadget Guru's outfit.
Oh, he's looking hot.
Over there. He's back in just a moment with his and her hogs. 8:36. We're back after this.
Motorcycles long have been associated with youthful rebellion and people who live on the edge. But today, it's a different story. Millions of baby boomers are facing all sorts of midlife problems. Thank you for reminding us. And one way many of them blow off steam is to squirm into a leather suit and hit the road on Harley. Our Gadget Guru Andy Parr recently rode with a group of hogs in Nashville.
Motorcycles have been part of the American landscape for almost a century, and for much of that time, Harley Davidson has been the king of chrome, carbs, and biker culture.
Hey, Johnny, what are you rebelling against?
What do you got?
I stopped, but you didn't. But we won! We won! We won!
I think that you have a long history of Harleys in America. I can hardly go any place on a motorcycle if someone doesn't have a story to tell me about someone in a Harley. Also, you have the demographics of Harley have really changed in the last few years. You have a lot more women riders, a lot more professional people, and a lot of people would be really surprised at who the bikers are today.
Bad bowl. It's cheaper than Prozac in the long run.
I'm a dental hygienist.
I'm retired. I was a construction engineer at Exxon for 31 years.
I work for the Postal Service.
I'm a physician.
I sat my mom and my dad down, and I told them, I don't think this is very prudent of you.
It stands for freedom, for getting away, and just having a good time.
How much you want for this bike? This bike's already sold, but we can get you in line to get one like it.
Okay, well, if I order one today, when can I have one?
We got about a 6-month waiting period right now.
Good problems for Harley to have. Less than 10 years ago, they were on the brink of bankruptcy. Last year, they grossed $1 billion. Their secret of success? Merchandising.
Every girl crazy about his shine as me.
The Harley lifestyle is very important, and motor clothes play a very important part in that. We have a lot of customers that come in our store that never owned a motorcycle and don't have a desire to motorcycle, and they're interested in the clothes for the functional basis of it. There's a lot of parallels with the Wild West or with cowboys, and just the accessories we sell are very fashionable right now.
And Andy Parr has brought in a couple of those hogs for us. Sorry.
Put your hands on the handlebars, Katie.
No, I'm a really good rider. I don't need to use, see, look, Mom, no hands. Anyway, good morning, Andy.
Good morning, Katie.
Nice to see you. Now, listen, have these things really got... Have they really gone mainstream?
No, they really have. And I got to tell you, this is really the ultimate cure for the midlife crisis. If you look at the new buyer now, is 39 years old, income of more than $50,000. Some are married, some have kids. It's really mainstream America. The Hells Angels image is really going away, and it's coming down to people like you and me.
Well, we should point out that if we were really being responsible riders, we both have helmets on.
Yes, we would.
Helmet laws in most
and I wear a helmet. I am a rider. I wear a helmet all the time, and it's a very important accessory to wear. As the clothes, you know, the clothes are protection. as well as
just
style.
a fashion statement. Okay, well tell me, what am I sitting on?
Okay, you're sitting on Harley Davidson Sportster. This is the entry-level motorcycle here. It starts about $6,000. Well, I'm on, and this is no pun intended, the Fat Boy. This is one of the larger motorcycles here. And this sells for about $13,500. And I tell you, this trend, it's continuing past the motorcycles, past the clothes, into bars and restaurants. I mean, you know, you have the Hard Rock Cafe, which features music. You have Planet Hollywood, which features movies. Now here in New York, you have the Harley Davidson Cafe, which will soon be expanding, which features a motorcycle motif.
So it's a real trend. And then you have those biker boots and everything that people are wearing even if they don't ride motorcycles.
And in fact, that fits you very well.
Thank you.
The scarf is a little designer there.
Listen, you were telling me earlier that that people have to wait like 6 to 9 months to get these things?
It's really funny. You know, Harley is in constant back order. Over the past 5 or 6 years, they've increased their production 15 to 20% per year. I mean, they're up to 81,000 bikes.
I think they need to increase it more, don't you think?
They really do, but they don't want to suffer the quality loss by expanding too quickly. And right now, if you go in to buy a bike, you're going to have to wait between 4 and 9 months, depending on the model and the time of the year you go, which is really, I mean, although Harley has 63% of the big bike market, is sending a lot of the business to the Japanese bikes. Now, we bought some of the Japanese bikes.
Okay,
if we can take a look at.
So,
yeah, we're going to need to dismount over here.
Thank you.
And we brought some of these over. We have, you know, the Honda Shadow, which is an 1100cc bike, and we have the Yamaha Virago, which is also the same size. Now, these two bikes here sell for about half the price of a Harley Davidson, but they don't sell near as many units.
Well, do they just not have the cachet as a Harley or a Hog?
I think that's part of it. Part of it is the trend, and also, and it's very impossible to explain, and I'm a person who's ridden all the different models, the Harley Davidson has a completely different type of ride. It's the loud, thundering exhaust. It's kind of like testosterone on wheels. I mean, it's just a real kind of unique feel. But these things, what happens, somebody goes in to buy a Harley, they find out how long it's going to take, they'll opt to go buy a Japanese bike, which they can get delivery on today.
So you think these will really catch on?
Yes. In fact, the sales of these are increasing because you can't get the others, and they sell for about half the price, about $7,500.
Now, we don't have tons of time, so let's just go over a couple of these.
Merchandising right now, Harley is more than $200 million a year in just merchandising. You have everything from the telephones for about $100, for about $80 in boom boxes. You have bikes. You even have a radio here, you know, with a built-in neon and lights and things like that.
This is for really serious.
Well, no, it's for everybody. It's collectibles. People who don't even own motorcycles are buying this stuff because it's so trendy.
That's a cute little jacket.
And for Ellie, you could get something like this for about $130. I mean, they are expensive.
Oh, and it has little Harley Davidson on the back.
You know, they're
I'd like Ellie to grow up to be a biker, so maybe I could get that for her.
I think that's a good goal for her. But
so this is really big business.
It is huge business. Harley has generated more than $1 billion in bike sales. This is a company just a little more than a decade ago was fighting bankruptcy.
Wow. Well, before we go, can we take one last
let's take a ride. You kind of like that, don't you?
Yeah. Now, do you ever get nervous riding in traffic? I mean, are these really safe?
Well, the thing is that, you know, I live out in the country. I live in Tennessee.
Yeah.
These, you know, if I lived in New York City, I wouldn't want to be riding a bike. But for the country, these things are great.
Well, come on, baby. Let's go.
Get your motor running.
Okay. Oh, boy. Brian's back in the room with Sarah McLaughlin. But first, this is Today on NBC.
Get your motor running.